every society has a myth. Now, myth means story. That's all it means. Now, what we have to understand and what we have to really find out about ourselves is, whose story are we living in our lives? Are we living the myth of society? Are we living the story of the family? Or are you living your own authentic story? Because the majority of people are living a story that is not their own. And again, we're going to find this out, especially when we get to the family. So we have to discover our own stories, our own myth, and then live by that myth. Human beings, we live through stories. So think about the United States. What is the mythical foundation of the United States? Think about, Christopher Columbus. Think about the American Civil War. Think about the Bill of Rights, Manifest Destiny. This is the mythos that they have lived by. Myth shapes the human psyche. Very, very important. Myth shapes the human psyche. People live through the myths. Now, what's happening in Europe, which is very interesting, and in the United States, is that those myths starting to break down. People are no longer believing in those myths. Therefore, they're running onto the streets and protesting. This is very important to understand. So they're no longer believing in the myths, therefore the political myths, therefore they're going onto the streets and they're protesting. But we're going to look at myth right at the end of the course, because we want to access a wonderful area of the self that is both full of light and full of darkness, and that is the unconscious. But how do we access the unconscious? We're going to use ancient myth. Symbols are the language of the unconscious.